Alright, so in this tutorial we're gonna maybe add just a couple more lights, and we're gonna rename them, and I think I'll show you some different options in terms of how to move your objects. Okay, so also I'm gonna show you how to dock your render view so it's not floating around, because it gets kind of annoying. So first thing I'm gonna do is I don't need my this panel here anymore, our render cam shot where we locked it. Right here, our render cam, it's locked out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit the space bar for our regular 3D scene that we're just moving around in. Then with this one, I'm gonna grab it, and if I hover over one of the sides, like so right here, you see that, how it's blue, you see that blue line, and how the render view is kind of transparent. So again, I'm gonna move it over with my left mouse, hold and drag, and right to the edge, and I'm gonna just dock it. Okay, so really useful. Alright, now next thing I want to show is, now if you notice, when I select something, you see how it's like this, where it's aligned with my object and the way it's positioned. Whereas before, in the past, I had it positioned like so, where under the move settings, this is the modeling toolkit or the modeling panel. Under the move settings, world. So by default, it's set like this. See how it's set as a right angle? This one's set as a right angle. This one's set as a right angle. This one is set as a right angle. See that? So you'd have to move it twice, you know, in order to kind of get it to exactly how you want it. Whereas if I select it again, and again I'm under the modeling toolkit panel, and I go under the move settings, instead of world, I'm going to choose object. Watch what happens. Now the movement handle is oriented to how the object is positioned. You don't see that right angle anymore, so you get more of an accurate movement. Okay, so I wanted to show that. I don't think I showed that to you guys before. I set it up beforehand, so at least now you're able to do that. And let's say if you need to also go back to the default world movement, again you go to object, world. See how it changes now? See if you look top down, and if I go instead of world, object. So it's good to know that. Alright, so I want to add a bit more of a light over here. So I'm gonna go Arnold Lights, Area Light. Okay, I'm gonna hit W so you get the move tool, and I'm gonna move it over. I'm gonna hit E as in Edward, and I'm gonna rotate it. Hit R for scale. I'm gonna scale it up. I'm just gonna eyeball it to be about yay big. Hit W for the move tool. You see how when it's in your object mode, it's easier to move your thing. Hit E again. I'm gonna angle it some more so that this line in the middle of it is aiming towards this way, like that. Now all this time it didn't do anything in terms of changing the lighting, because like I mentioned before, you want to set it to 100. So this is what it was before. Alright, let me just get rid of that for now. I'm gonna go under the intensity, set it to 100. Exposure, set it to 1. I'm gonna go render, update full scene. Sometimes Maya will not update. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is first I'm just gonna shut off all my other lights so we can see step by step what changes actually happened. Okay. Right now the only thing that is illuminating my object is our globe, our global illumination, the sun and sky that we discussed previously. So I'm gonna go again, render, update full scene. This is the by default with just the sun and sky. I'm gonna hit that to save it. Then I'm gonna turn on our front facing area light. Okay, so before, after. Then I'm gonna save it. Then I'm gonna grab my rear rim light and I'm gonna turn it on. Okay. Then I'm gonna save it. Then for this corner light that we just made, I'm gonna turn it on. See that little kick? Then with this light, I'm gonna first save this image. Then this light, I'm gonna turn that on. See? Alright, so that's that tutorial.